Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, delivery was at the door. I didn't know whether my neighbor was here or not. Anyway, I believe it's for her, not me. So, hope you guys can hear me. I'm talking kind of low because I feel like I don't really feel like talking really loud. Maybe I should just bring the camera closer. Maybe that would be a better idea. As opposed to feeling like I gotta talk really loud because I really don't feel like it. If you guys are looking at me like, what is she wearing? I had a one piece, still have. I still have a one piece on, but I didn't keep the top part up. So it's like a complete one piece. So I had it on like that, but I had to take it off from being like that because it was irritating me. And I cannot be sitting somewhere trying to entertain people with my outfit irritating me. So, this little part right here, being up against my skin, was very much so irritating me. So, I was like, okay, you know what? I was going to take it off completely and just put something else on. But instead, I was like, you know what? As long as this part right here is not touching my skin, I'm fine. Excuse me, y'all. So since that was the case, I decided to keep the bottom part on and then just put a shirt on top and take the top part down. So if you're wondering like what is that? It looks weird. Yeah, I know. It probably really does. But anywho, so like I said, I need to find my books. So where did I put my books at? I just did a bunch of cleaning up and organizing. So I might seem like I'm a little disorganized at the moment. Like, where's my books? But yeah, I just cleaned up and organized and put a lot of stuff that was in here with me that I was using regularly in other places to get it out of the way so that I can have clear space and be able to work in clear space. So that's why I'm wondering where my books are. But anyway, I'm looking over here because I'm like, it's a little bit of stuff over here that I meant to move, but didn't move it. But anyways, I am going to have to go grab my book so that I can look at my topics to talk about for today, while I also grab my makeup so that I can do my makeup routine. Do a little cute little makeup look today, you know. I don't think I'm going out at all today, but if I do, I'll be cute. But if I don't, then I'll just do this for y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep combing my hair, but I hate when that piece just keeps sticking up. It irritates me. So that's what I'm about to go do. So guys, if you want to go grab a snack and you know maybe you feel a little parched like I do. Actually, I need to get me a water too. Maybe you feel a little parched like I do. So you might want to go grab something to drink and grab a snack and we can link back up. Um oh no. Okay, there we go. I was saying oh no because my light was blinking and I was hoping that didn't mean that it's not working anymore, like it needs new batteries, anything. Like, I don't need that. I don't need that problem. But anyway, thank God that's not a problem. So I decided to turn the regular light off because that glare is getting on my nerves, and put this little ring light right here on, and I'm about to grab the other ring light as well. So y'all, I got a couple things that I gotta grab. So y'all, go grab a snack. I'll be back. Alright, y'all, because it look kind of dark in here. Grab the other ring light. It should help. There we go. A lot better, right? I guess the other one is probably going to need a new battery soon. Speaking of a new battery, I'm probably just going to have to get a whole brand new pack of batteries so that I can make sure that a lot of stuff that needs batteries, always need stuff. Like, it seems like no matter what you get, no matter like how many lists you make and you get everything on the list, it's like it's always something else that you always need. I'm like, why is that? I don't understand. I don't know. Anyways, forgetting all of that. So had to go grab my jade roller because, guys, y'all can't see it, but I can feel it behind my ear right here. And I've had this problem like for years. Both sides, but this side's bigger than the other. My lymph nodes behind my ears is like a little swollen, and sometimes this one hurts. So I already know that it's from the mucus in my system. If y'all a part of the truth shop, then y'all already know when I do that coughing up stuff, please excuse me. That's because I have a lot of mucus in my system because I used to love eating ice cream, baked macaroni and cheese, cheesy baked macaroni and cheese, sour cream, other creamy products that causes a lot of mucus buildup. I used to eat a lot of that stuff. Now I cut back a lot, y'all. I cut back a whole lot. I'm so proud of myself. Thank you, ancestors. Even though sometimes I still slip and slide with certain things like bread and stuff like that, but I'm doing a lot better now than I was. Anyway, where was I going with that? Not really sure, but regardless, oh yeah, I was talking about my jade roller. So that's why I decided to grab my jade roller, because I need to massage behind my ears. Probably not on camera, but soon. So I need to make sure I have my jade roller right in front of me so I can remind myself to do it. Now, guys, I'm thinking about doing some more drawings for you guys. Like, I think I only did one so far. I did 2 videos, but like only one picture that I actually drew live on camera. So I'm thinking about doing that again for you guys. I might do it today. I don't know. If y'all see me with the same outfit on, then y'all know I did it in the same day. But I think I'm gonna show y'all a couple of pictures that I just drew. Can y'all see it clearly? I hope y'all can see it clearly. This is just some random stuff that I saw online and I just decided to draw it. Free-handed. It doesn't look exactly it's not like an exact duplicate, but close enough. Looks nice and close enough. But anyways, I just decided to show y'all a couple things out of my book. I'm about to do some drawing too soon. Like I said, I might go ahead and make that video today. The draw with me. My second video. This will be my second video with the draw with me. I might do that. I'm not sure. But anywho, journal. Is this the book I'm looking for? I believe so. Alright. No, actually, this probably is not it. I think this is it. So, I wrote down some titles and some themes to talk about on camera. I've been on social media, like I'm on social media typically every day, like, cause I'm always posting for my businesses. I'm always like, pushing for, getting new clients and stuff like that. I really push my businesses heavy on social media. So I'm on social media typically every day. And in the past few days, like I've been seeing a lot of different stuff that I've really been wanting to talk about, but I don't know. I feel like it's been so much that it's kind of hard for me to like really narrow down what specifically I'm gonna talk about without feeling like I'm all over the place and probably coming off to y'all like I'm all over the place too, which I really don't want to do. So yeah, but anyway, I wrote a few things down to try to like narrow things down a bit, but we'll see how it goes. um, so like it was a few different trending topics that I was thinking about talking about that I don't think that I wrote down here, even though I do believe it's a couple topics that I did get to write down, but I don't think I wrote all of them down. I know I don't. I know I didn't write all of them down, and I really wanted to talk about them though because they like part of the reason why I decided to do this channel is to like really speak on my point of view and my opinion on different things that's trending in the world, different things that people should talk about, or in my opinion, I feel like they should talk about, but nobody ever talks about it. Nobody ever says anything about it. Everybody likes to like pretend like it doesn't exist or whatever. So, since there's a lot of stuff that I'm like really passionate about myself, and I feel like people should talk about more, that's why I decided to start like really using this platform to like be where I speak my mind on things that like kind of worry me or kind of like baffles me or like makes me wonder or makes me think or makes me feel kind of confused sometimes. And I feel like maybe it's a few other people in the world that might feel the same way and might agree with me and therefore join the tribe and make their comments and put their 2 cents and be nice about it and be positive about it, of course. But and create a community that can build some type of understanding with this crazy world, because the world is wacky, y'all. It's wacky. It's crazy out there. It's like really crazy. But I feel like if we try to like use what we have like as individuals to like impact as positively as possible the craziness, maybe it won't be so crazy. Maybe we can create some kind of balance or something. I don't know. Just thinking. But anyway, so I'm trying to find the page that I put. I think here it is. I think this is it. I write so much. I write so much. I write a lot. And short story time. Y'all know I'm good for it. Come on, Truth Tribe. Y'all know I'm good for it. Anyway, short story time. My mom, okay, for those of you who may not know me personally, my mother used to be my teacher. And since she used to be my teacher, she, you know, like from what grade? I think like from 5th grade or 6th grade on up to like 12th grade, my mom was my teacher, right? And like on and off because I went to other schools and stuff too in between. But um, I said all that to say, one of my mom's tactics to get us, her students, that's who us is, like, because she did that for her children, her nieces, nephews, whoever was her students or whoever was under her learning, she did this with them. Well, I don't know if she still does it now, because I know she sometimes still teaches like my niece and nephew and them. So I don't know if she still does it now, but I know when I was little, that's what she used to do. What she used to do is, if like, okay, let's say um I had like a spelling test or something. I had like 50 spelling words, and let's say I got a spelling test and I got like a 50 and I got like half of them wrong. Y'all know what my mom would do to get us to like really learn it. And thanks, mom. It's not, I appreciate it because I do recognize that that has helped me to be very studious and not lazy when it comes to like writing down my ideas. But it does kind of have me confused because, as you can see, I have stuff written everywhere, like everywhere. Like it's just, ugh. Maybe I should get a little bit more organized. But it's just like as I think of it, I try to write it down as I think of it, and so sometimes it doesn't get into too great of an order at that point. It's just like out of my head onto the paper. But she used to have us writing like, okay, it was 50 spelling words. We got half of them wrong, which means 25 right. So it would be 25 wrong. So you would probably have to write those words about 100 times or 50 times a piece. Each word that you got wrong, you had to write it over and over and over and over and over again. Or, oh, this was the frustration was real when it came to times tables. That's when my mom did that too. Trying to teach us timetables, and you have hiccups or you mess up, you would have to write that entire table. Like, let's say you messed up on your 3 times tables. You didn't just have to write 3 times 1 is 3 100 times. No, you had to write 3 times 0 0, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 100 times, the whole down to 12. Y'all, thank you, mom. Appreciate it, because it made me not be lazy. But that's why also I have arthritis. But anyway, regardless of all of that, it gets me to the point where I'm not lazy. Well, sometimes I get lazy and I just don't write. But obviously, when I was writing all of this and so much more that I be writing, I don't be being lazy at that time. But I do have my moments. But regardless of that, I feel like my mom having us write like that, like it really like got me to the point where that's why I'm not like a lot of other people, where a lot of other people be looking at me like I'm crazy when I be writing so much and like taking notes and like really actually studying. Like my boyfriend be looking at me like, he said to me, he said he was looking at me writing and studying, doing my thing. And he said to me one day, he's like, yeah, you really one of them people that should be probably like in college or something, because you always doing stuff like that and I would never. I'm like, well, thank you, I guess. But I'm like, I guess I'm used to it since writing so much younger. It's just like kind of like, I don't know, got me used to it. So, said that little short mini story that I wasn't even planning on. You know what? I think I know what I'm going to do for this specific video while I do my makeup. I believe that I'm going to go ahead and do my sexy Saturday stripper tails. So I wasn't planning on doing that for this specific video, but like I told y'all when I came to the video originally, like I wasn't even, like I was trying to get on camera, but I wasn't. I listen, was struggling, so I just was like, just get on there, and figure out what you're gonna do after you get on there. So that's what I did. That's what I just did. So y'all, if I seem like I'm a little all over the place, I am. But bear with me, because I will get it together eventually. Okay. I always do. I always do. When I get my reboot, like I'm still rebooting. Like I'm still rebooting in my brain. Like, so when I get my official reboot and my brain get it all together, then it'll flow better. So it's getting a flow now. So bear with me, y'all. So if you guys are already a part of the tribe, like I said earlier, then you probably would already know about my sexy Saturday stripper tales. So that's when I either record on a Saturday and or I post on a Saturday a lineup of old stories, real life stories that I will, sometimes switch up and change up like names and stuff like that because I'm not trying to put nobody on blast or nothing. But just like to help out some people that might be in the dance life, they might be a little confused about how dance world works, they might be new to it, or just to be a little entertaining for some people because let's face it, people feel like, dance life and stuff like that is pretty entertaining and it's uh interesting, I guess, because a lot of y'all watch my Sexy Saturday stripper tales, so I know y'all interested. So don't even try to act like you're not, because my views tell me, okay? My views tells on yous, okay? So, and I appreciate that y'all like the Sexy Saturday stripper tales, so that's why I keep bringing them. I'm gonna keep bringing them your way as long as you guys keep watching them and y'all keep showing me that clearly you like them. So that's what I'm going to do for this segment, this particular specific video. But I'm also going to do my makeup while I do that. So put this here, put that over there. I keep combing my hair because I really need to lay down my baby hairs because that's part of the reason why my hair, those little pieces keep sticking up. Because I need to lay it down with some of that jam, with the jam. So y'all, please excuse me in this daggone hair. I'm gonna get it together eventually. Give me a moment. Whew, okay, guys. My apologies for having to leave the camera so many times. One more thing. This for my edges. Alright, so we're gonna do first. Y'all, if y'all can hear that music, YouTube, if y'all can hear that music, please don't try to have me in no demonetized situation, even though I'm not monetized yet, but I'm speaking it into existence. Don't mind me. Don't have me in no demonetized situations where y'all, be trying to give me a copyright because it's not my music. If y'all hear it, I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. I know I hear it, but no. So y'all, there's a few things I wanted to talk to y'all about. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that instead. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little all over the place. I'm not even gonna lie. I told y'all earlier. Bear with me. Y'all know y'all had those days, so don't judge me, okay? Please. I'm human like y'all. Bear with me. Alright, so bet. It's like a few things, like I said, that's like trending topics that I felt the need to like really put my input in on. I'm trying to look for some things right now to show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so it was one video. I don't see it right now though, where it was like a little girl who was standing around outside in like a group of people. Black little girl, like between the ages like 10 and 12, maybe even 13. And nobody checked on her, nobody talked to her, nobody asked her, is she okay? Nothing. And then a white little girl around the same age with blonde hair, they put in the same space. And you see a whole bunch of different people, mainly white people, going up to this blonde little girl, asking her, is she okay? Very inquisitive towards her, very protective over her. And I remember when I was looking at it, I was thinking to myself, wow, yeah, this definitely shows the racism. Matter of fact, I think that that's what was put on the video, says it shows the racism in America. And I'm like, yeah, it definitely does show that. But here's the thing, what I don't understand is, why do we keep just talking about it and not actually doing anything about the situation? Actually, here's the video right here, but I'm not going to play it for you guys because I don't want any copyright issues. But I am going to tell you guys my comment that I made on the video and a comment that another person put on the video as well. So I said, so my question is, looking at this, is anybody actually going to do anything about it? Or are we going to do like everybody in this video and just walk right past or scroll right past and not do a thing? Um, and not do anything about it. Um, oh yeah, not do a thing. Or just talk about it and not do a thing, because I'm tired of that too. Am I the only one? So basically, what I was trying to say, even though I tripped over my words a little bit, I was saying, are we just going to talk about it? Are we just going to keep doing like everybody usually does and keep pointing out issues, complications, problems, hiccups, mistakes, whatever? Just keep pointing it out, but never actually fix the problem. Are we really going to keep doing that? Or are we going to actually grow up in these particular problems and issues and situations and recognize the issues and actually attack the issues and the problems and actually come together and build some type of solution, as opposed to just constantly putting the problem out there and talking about the problem, but nobody's ever coming up with a solution? I'm about tired of that. Nobody else? That's basically what I was saying. And a young woman responded and said, you're not the only one, but what can we do? We can't fix it on our own. So because you can't fix it on your own, that means you do nothing? I don't know if I'm going to put that down there, but that's really what I'm thinking in my head. Like, what's wrong with black people, or people period? Like, because it's not just black people at this point. At this point, you know, a lot of the complications and the issues in the community is not just black no more. Like, now a lot of the complications and issues in the black community is local. Like, it's all over the place. It ain't just the black community no more. And it's like, what I'm not understanding is, what's wrong with especially black people, because black people seem to be the main ones that don't like to fix nothing in their community. What's wrong with us that we see all these problems, we recognize all of these issues and these complications and these problems, and we sit here and we gather around and talk about it, but we don't gather around and try to find solutions? Am I the only one that sees there's something wrong with that? Am I the only one that feels like it's very irritating to walk away from the table not finding a solution to the problem, but yet sitting here itching about the problem? I mean, come on, y'all. Am I the only one? Somebody put a comment in the comment section and let me know. Like, all right, you the only one. But if I ain't the only one, please tell me. Please let me know. Like, please, y'all, tell me. Because, like, to be honest, I feel like I shouldn't be the only one. Because, first of all, thank God right now, because of what's going on in the world right now and my situation right now, I don't have successfully have any children at the moment. But um it's plenty of people out here that have kids, and they don't seem very concerned about the future, their future, or the future of their children. They don't seem very concerned. They don't seem to care very much, like at all. And it's like it blows my mind because it's like, yo, I don't even have any kids. I almost had one, and then it was a no. God said no, obviously. And I took that as a blessing in disguise because I recognized that at that moment I definitely was not ready to be a mom. But I also recognized that if God allowed it to be a successful situation, I would have did whatever necessary adjustments and changes and improvements in my life for my child at the same time. But it's just like, that's why I cannot understand for the life of me how many people have children, like literally physically have their children, like they've raised them to however old they are at this point, and they're not concerned about their future or the future world that they're going to end up living in once they're gone, once they're deceased, once they pass on. Because everybody knows, everybody got an explanation, excuse me, y'all, an expiration date. If you don't know that, you know it now. It ain't just milk that got expiration dates, baby. We do too. So it's like at the end of the day, since we all know we all got expiration dates, it's like, okay, y'all don't care about your kids no more? Y'all don't care about the future no more? Y'all don't care about none of that no more, huh? I mean, if that's what it is, then put a comment in the comment section. Let Ruth know, because I don't get it. Because I don't even have kids right now. And I can't imagine or understand why parents are not concerned about the state of the world right now, and how you can have a child sitting there in the midst of a group of people in broad daylight, multiple different varieties of people, mixed nationalities and everything, and not even one person stops. And you got all of these people in the comments making weird behind comments talking about some, oh, maybe it's because um female black females are never usually looked at as though they need help. So why is that? Because it obviously it's not looked the same at like that with the little white girl. So we gonna keep acting like just because we can't immediately figure out something right now, we just gonna keep acting like that huge problem is not a problem, and like it's not gonna keep getting worse the more you keep ignoring it. Are we really gonna keep doing that? Are we really okay with that? Are we? That, I mean, honestly, that's what I'm wondering in my head. That's what I'm kind of concerned about. Dang, how is this joint already about to die? I guess I gotta get me a real big ring light. I don't know how much that's gonna cost. But y'all see, I just unplugged it. And it don't matter because it's gonna keep going off anyway. So I guess y'all just gonna have to deal with the glare for the rest of this video. Ooh, and I got a little bit of a headache right here. I don't know how long this video gonna be because I don't know why I got a little bit of a headache. Oh, I know why. I gotta eat. I gotta eat something. But anyway, right now I'm doing the best that I can to get these videos done because I'm not too proud of myself in the last month. Like, I really ain't record barely anything. And I'm not too proud of myself on that. Even though I know taking care of my health is a lot more important right now than these videos, especially since I'm not even getting monetized at the moment, So it's just like, all right, But I'm doing the best that I can to like really prepare myself for when I do get monetized so that I can stay monetized. So anyway, I'm getting away from the subject again, aren't I? All right, but I was finished talking about that. That story, is just short and sweet. My whole point behind bringing that story up is, you know, can we stop ignoring issues like that and actually get to the point where we like get together and try to find some kind of solutions instead of just ignoring problems? Because like this lady says, oh yeah, we look at it like a problem but nobody knows what to do. Of course you're not going to know what to do if nobody tries to even find out. If nobody actually tries to connect with another person and connect with another person, connect with everybody, connect to somebody and try to figure out, okay, what can we do here? How can we fix this? If nobody ever does that, of course you're never going to find a solution. Duh, you ain't looking for one. But, it's like issues like that like really boggle my mind. They really frustrate me because it's like if people stopped ignoring issues and instead attack them head on, then yeah, things would be a lot better. Actually, do you guys remember? I wish I was live right now so I could get some responses. Do you guys remember the crab in the barrel mentality situation where they had the situation where they had a whole bunch of crabs in the barrel and all of the crabs is just tearing each other up trying to get out instead of each other like climbing and like helping each other out? All right. So it's a video where it's crabs in a um, pot boiling. And I said that crab was the real MVP because one of the crabs got out of the pot and turned the pot off. Y'all, I can't show y'all because I don't want no copyright issues. But when I tell y'all that was like crazy, I was like, yo, that crab is the real MVP, yo. That crab was the real MVP. Like he straight up got up and said, "Listen, we gonna turn this off because y'all tripping." I got 4 likes on my comment, but yo, I was like, "See, I'm the crab that gets out of the pot and turn this sucker off." Okay, that's me. Okay, I'm the very unusual one. Okay, and that's why I'm like that because I'm like, yeah, that's what you do. You don't sit there and pull each other down and break each other's legs and arms. You get out the pot and you turn the pot off. Smart crab. There, very smart crab. Okay. So that's why I like watching them little videos and stuff because yo, some of them be lit, and that was one of them that was definitely lit because I was like, yes, smart crab, that's what you do. I'm like, see, that's my spirit animal, and I'm a Cancer. Hello. But anyways, y'all, that was the next thing to talk about. What's something else? I had something written down that I actually wanted to talk about, but for some reason, I don't know why. I can't think of it or even find it right now. But that was one thing that I did want to talk about, so I'm glad I found that. But I'm trying to find out everything else because it was a number of different things that I came across in my adventures online, and I was like, oh, you know what? I think I want to talk about that. I think I might want to touch on some bases about these things. So, oh, okay. So here's another one to talk about, something that's trending. So, Mr. Nick Cannon. Now, mind you, I love me some Nick Cannon. He's funny, he's famous, he's a very talented artist when it comes to like acting and stuff like that. Everything that he does, he's like he's awesome. But he's a little crazy. Yes, I said it, Nick. If you're watching my video, mwah, love you. But you're a little crazy. No, I don't want to be a baby mama. But I had to go there. I had to. But anyway, you're a little crazy, Nick. You are. Because here's the thing. Okay. So I was watching an interview with Nick Cannon, and I'm not sure of all the other people that was in the room. I believe it was the Breakfast Club, but I can't be sure. And I'm trying, oh no, it was the Shade Room that posted it, but who he was talking to at the time, I don't know right now, and I'm not going to show y'all the video. Y'all already know for obvious reasons. I'm not monetized yet, but I'm working towards being monetized, so I'm going to do the best that I can to keep up the habits of a person that is monetized and not show other people's footage. So I don't have that problem, but I can still talk about it. So I'm gonna talk about it. So basically, it was a video, a recording, a small clip of Nick Cannon, and he was talking with a group of different people, and it was like males and females in the room, and somebody in the room. No, Nick Cannon first says something in reference to how you gonna fumble the ball with Nia Long. I think that's what he said. Don't quote me, but he says something to that effect, okay? And a woman, a woman that was in the room, she chimed in and she said, I mean, well, Nick, you fumbled Mariah. The room got silent. Silent. Then he says, but did I? And I had to answer that question. Nick, I'm sorry, but yes, you did. How do I figure? Well, I've watched a number of different interviews with Nick Cannon where he was mentioning Mariah Carey, talking about she's the best woman he ever had. Like, he loves her so much. If he ever had the opportunity to get her back, he would. Blase, blase, blase. Okay? That's the tense that he was speaking in a lot of different times that I've heard him myself speaking. Okay. Even on his show, I've heard him say this. Okay. So to me, that sounds like you fumbled the bag, baby. Because if you didn't, why are you talking about her so heavy and so much? I've never heard Mariah talk about this man since she's been divorced. Not once. Now, y'all, if y'all have heard it, put a comment in the comment section. I mean, like, send me the tag. Like, let me see. Okay? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see it. But if she hasn't, you fumbled the ball, Nick. You fumbled heavy. Big fumble. Another reason why I say he big fumbled is because who else goes a fairly long time? I think he was like around late 20s to 30s, not having any children until he got with Mariah. Then he had his twins. How do you go from that to now you acting like you want to repopulate the entire US of A? Nick, come on now, Nick. You don't see the problem here? Do I really have to point it out anymore? Do I really? I don't think so. You know you fumbled the ball. Heavy, baby, heavy. But it's okay though. We've had our times. I mean, I do the best that I can to make sure that I stay good with people that's good. But that don't mean that if it's a relationship that is gonna last and that it's gonna last forever. So it happens. I get it. But you don't deny it. Just admit it. You know what I mean? Just admit it. So I'm gonna tell y'all some of the comments that was put on there. So my comment was, that's what I'm saying. Do all of these people forget that he said that he admitted that actually more than one time? I don't know what's wrong with these people and they selective memory. Shaking my head. So basically somebody said something to the effect of, did you forget that he kept talking and doing interviews about Mariah and speaking very highly of her? So my initial comment was, how did he not fumble her when he keeps admitting every chance he gets that he misses her and she's one of the best that he's ever had? Come on now, stop playing. And somebody else said something and I commented on it, but I can't find it right now. So it was a number of people that liked that comment that I put up there. So I just be thinking, you know, when it comes to these guys and admitting when they had a good woman or when they have a good woman and they didn't do the best by her, and they didn't put their best foot forward, but then they want to complain about not being with her anymore, whatever the situation is. It's like, to me, it's weird because it's like, why you ain't put all that effort into keeping her? You put all this effort into talking about her now that y'all not together anymore, but why you ain't put all that effort into keeping her to the point where y'all sitting here, y'all wouldn't be separated right now? Like, I don't know. To me, it don't make no sense because, like, I don't know, it's weird. But I decided to bring that up because I thought it was really, really interesting how he just was like in denial like crazy when he knows that he's been very open. It's not even like he's been private about it, because there's a lot of guys out here that would probably never admit their true feelings about people and things or whatever. But he's actually admitted, I've heard him myself admit that he feels like Mariah is like one of the best women he's ever had. And it's other people that said that they've heard him say that also. So I'm like, dude, do you be forgetting what you be saying and stuff? And I said all of that to say, a lot of times these guys be out here, either they act like they got amnesia or something, they be forgetting what they be saying and they don't want to recognize their own deeds, or they don't want to be honest with themselves about how they really genuinely really really feel. Because it's a lot of times that people say one thing out their mouth, but in their heart they feel totally different. And it's like, I'm so tired of it, because I know what it's from. I know what it's from. I know exactly what it's from. It's from my generation. My generation, from late 80s. Matter of fact, all the 80s, for real, from early to late. And all the 90s. It's too many families. Now, I'm saying too many because it's not all of them, but it's too many families that was raised very religious and very strict and very tight-lipped, if you know what I mean, where it was like, oh, anything happen to you, even if it's against the law, don't say anything about it, don't tell anybody about it, be hush hush about it. And I feel like also, not only that, when we felt certain kind of ways about things, we were taught to be quiet about it. We were taught not to share our feelings. We were taught to be very, very hush hush when it came to our emotions. And, a lot of times people say that just with like men, especially black men. Excuse me. But to be honest, in the black community, it's like that with everybody, men and women. You can't feel how you want to feel. If you try to feel how you want to feel, then people will try to like put you down and like try to like really talk bad about you and like really put you out there like you're a bad person because of how you feel. Like really try to ostracize you and manipulate. It's like, it's so wild out here. And it's like, you really got to be a strong individual to like really survive out here. And it's crazy because I see every day people putting up posts saying that it's very hard to find friends. And they're exactly, definitely correct. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that's probably one of the reasons why I got my YouTube channel too, is because it's hard for me to find friends. Because when I do find friends, they seem to be fake and phony and finicky and I don't even know what that means. But I said that because it's like, yo, that's really how they come off, like terrible, just terrible. And it's just like they don't be like that right away. They don't be like that straight from the rip, but they be like that eventually. And it's like it does put you in a motion where you feel like, you know what, I don't even want any friends. Like, what's the point of me wanting friends, wanting to have anybody as a friend? And at the end of the day, it makes me feel like, for what? Like, I'm not actually benefiting from this friendship, really. Like, unless I'm doing something for this person, or unless I'm benefiting this person in some way, shape, or form, this person doesn't care about being my friend. They don't care about me. They don't, like, none of that. And to be honest, and I'll admit it myself, to be honest, you hate to like really think that way and be that way and like feel that way. But you also want to be a realistic person, and you want to be genuine, and like, at the end of the day, being a realistic person, people fake and phony. Straight up, people fake and phony. Like, hate to admit it, but it is what it is. That's how people are too many times. And it's like, you know, believe it or not, I am one of those people that believe that there are still a nice number of very genuine, loving, kind, real people out here. But man, it's so hard to find them. And then even if you find them, that's not the end to be all either, because you might find them and then they might be so like damaged and hurt, and been through so many bad experiences with people hurting them in the past, that they don't want to trust you. They don't want to let you in. They don't want to, even be friends. Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. And it's like, it's so sad, because it's like, at the end of the day, like, I pray for people. Like, I pray for my generation. I pray for the generations after me. Like, I pray for everybody. I pray for the whole world, because I'm like, I know we're all suffering out here. We're all trying to figure it out. We're all trying to get into motion where we don't even know what motion to be in. Like, it's a lot. But um to bring all of this together, I don't even know where I was going with this whole video, but I just basically just started just mentioning different um things that people have been talking about, that I wanted to like talk about and mention and like bring up and like just share my point of view on. That's just really what this is about. Just like kind of like a chat with me type vibe. Because that's basically what this is, a chat without y'all chatting back. But y'all can chat back in the comments, of course. If you guys are not already subscribed, make sure you press that subscribe button, and make sure you become a part of the Truth Tribe. Cause why? Because when you vibe with the truth, then you vibing with Ruth. So it ain't no problem. We good. You know what I'm saying? We vibe together. So guys, press that subscribe button. Make sure you become a part of the Truth Tribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.